Funky.
Hey everybody, welcome back behind the bar with me this evening. Tonight we are doing blind battle beers, battle bourbon barrel, excuse me, coffee. Woo! Throat tickle. So I've got lined up, I'll move these glasses down so you can see a little better. Founders, KBS 2017, which is their bourbon barrel aged stout with chocolate and coffee in bourbon barrels. It's 11.8%. Lagunitas 2016 high West-ified Imperial coffee stout. So this is their coffee stout aged in high West rye barrels, 12.2%. And then lastly, Weyerbacher Sunday Morning Stout, 12.7%. December batch, the only batch I think they released of that in squats. And then the 2017 KBS. So I'm going to move these glasses down. I don't know what's what. And we'll dive in. Since they're all bourbon barrel aged stouts, I'm not really going to focus on what they look like in the glass. They all look identical to me, holding them up to the light. So you'll kind of see that as we go along. They're pitch black stouts, guys. So we're just going to dive into aroma, see what we think. I don't know which is what. And then we'll find out at the end together. So. This one is really, really big dark fruit, dark cherry, plums, figs. Nice coffee bitterness, nice coffee roastiness. It smells a little boozy. It smells pretty, like I said, like it's gonna be a little warm going down. Some nice stout malts, roasted malts, chocolate malt. And some bourbon barrel. I'm definitely getting some oak tannins. I'm getting some vanilla from the barrel. Getting some like that toasted coconut. Like I said, just some nice boozy bourbon notes. Maybe even a little bit of toffee. Smells killer. Let's dive in. See what we think about the taste. Cheers. Oh, that's really nice. Definitely a little boozy though. Finish is pretty warm. Nice chocolate notes, nice coffee, nice soft bitterness from the coffee, like a roasted coffee, not like green pepper bitterness. I'm getting some vanilla from the barrel, big barrel notes, some oak tannins, a little bit of char. Dark fruits are definitely in play here too. Getting those like really big plum, juicy plum flavors. Dark cherry is definitely in there. Like I said, I'm getting a really nice chocolate note. I don't know if that's KBS that actually has some chocolate in it, or if I'm just getting those like roasted malts that are kind of giving me that perception of a little bit of chocolate in the beer. That's damn good stuff. Big fan of that. All right, on to the next one. Looks exactly the same. Nose is completely different on this. Much more subdued. I'm getting like no way, I'm not getting the big dark fruits like I was in the last one. Doesn't smell like it's going to be as hot or as boozy. Getting some nice tame creamy vanilla notes there in the background. A little bit of like roastiness, I'm assuming is from the coffee. The nose on this one is a little bit more subdued. Yeah, I'm really kind of searching here. I'm getting a little bit of that, some of those oak tannins. A nice, like, just nice creamy sweetness. It's almost like a nice creamy vanilla sweetness. Yeah, killer stuff. Let's dive in and see what it tastes like. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. I get far less dark fruits in this. I get much more nice coffee notes. Like this is really coffee forward, but in a like really like nice subtle way, if that makes any sense. This is not bitter in any way. Really smooth. Much more subdued barrel than the other beer. It's definitely there. Adds a nice balance to the beer. Not as boozy. The nice that vanilla note's definitely there. But like I said, it's much more coffee forward than it smelled. The nose on this one, I wasn't getting a ton of anything out of it, but yeah, some really nice chocolate notes, like a nice like baker's chocolate, like the powdered baker's chocolate, like mixed with like coffee, is kind of the note that I'm getting, like with just like a creamy aspect to it. The mouthfeel on this one's a little bit better too. First one was medium. This one's a little bit more than that. It's not really thin at all. Really nice carbonation. Really, really good beer. Wow, I really like that. That's really freaking good. Yeah, I dig. The great thing is I'm 2 in and I have no idea what's what. No idea. All right, number 3. Looks identical. See what it smells like. Dark fruits are back in play on this one. This is more of like a tart cherry, like dark chocolate covered cherry. And some booziness. Nose is actually similar to the first one. Yeah, really similar. Like I said, more dark fruits, more the coffee's there, but it's more that like green pepper bitterness from coffee. It's just there's a tart aroma to this, and I don't know. It's definitely the most tart, not sour, not infected, but like tart of them. So let's dive in and see what it tastes like. Cheers, guys. Yeah, big dark fruits on this. I'm pretty sure I know which one this is. Maybe. This is, like I said, big, like dark plums, raisins, figs, a little bit of coffee in there, but not a lot. Some nice vanilla flavors, but I'm getting like some really, like some big tannins from the barrels. Like it's almost like a red wine tannins. Mouth feels okay. It's not thin by any means. This is the least eventful of the 3 by far. Yeah, there's not a lot to this. It's just big dark fruits. It actually reminds me, I did the 3-year vertical of KBS. This reminds me kind of like 15 or 4, like the older variants of KBS. Just kind of falls off and it just becomes like dark fruits. It loses like the barrel characters there. Like some people perceive this as being more bourbon forward. I drink a lot of bourbon and I don't perceive that this way. I perceive this as more of a like just, I don't know, just kind of the barrel notes and like the complexity of the beer falls out and just kind of becomes this dark fruit stout. I don't know. It's not bad. It's good. But definitely my least favorite of the 3. Yeah, so if I was giving grades before I even see if I can guess what's what, I actually think I kind of know what's what just based on having drank one of them recently and having a pretty good recollection of one of the other ones. My favorite was by far the second one. Much more balance, but much more pronounced flavors. The nose on this one was better than this one, but I liked this one overall. It really brings the flavors together really well. This is like a low A+ for me, or just like an A+ beer. This one's kind of in that A range for me, and this one's kind of like B+, was my preference. So I like the second one the best, first one second, and the last one was last by far for me, actually. So what do I think is what? If I was to guess, I would say, I think this is Sunday Morning Stout because I'm getting the same flavors from it that I got from the one that I reviewed on camera that I thought was infected, but I'm getting the same things from this. It's just really big dark fruits. It reminds me of an old KBS, and it reminds me of the last time I had this. Not a bad beer by any means. It's a B+ beer. It's worth drinking, but it gets a lot of hype, or it did at one point. Tasty stuff. I think that this is KBS, and I think that this is the Lagunitas. Just because I've had this recently and did that video just like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I thought it was really good. So I think that's it. Let's see if I am right. So we've got the Blue Ursa Major glass, which is this one, is Lagunitas. This is KBS, and this is Sunday Morning Stout. So I got them right. So awesome. So for me, blind beer winner for coffee bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout is KBS. So, in fairness, KBS does have chocolate in it as well, so that adds a little bit of another level to it, but a lot of these beers are kind of compared together, so I thought it would be a fun battle beers to do. So, there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I haven't done battle beers in a while, so I thought it would be fun to do one, and I wanted to drink some stouts. But, what do you do when everything's said and done on a battle beers? Pour out a dirty 2Q glass. And you Koovy. Koovy! 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 Let's dive in. Cheers. Ooh, that's good. I like that. It kind of takes the dark fruitiness away from that, from the SMS away. Yeah, I dig it. When you cuvee them, it actually kind of ends up being really similar to this beer because the dark fruit aspects of this beer and just the balance and more complex flavors of the chocolate and coffee of the KBS kind of blend together and give you this beer, which is kind of cool. So, anyways, guys, yeah, thanks for coming behind the bar. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the likes, subscribes, and comments. Till next time. Cheers.